Well, I'm back down here, all the fluid's out. So next is gear position sensor off, hard lines off, and then I'm gonna try to pull the entire shift carrier off. Last time I did this on that really disgusting black M3, I pulled the nut off and I wasn't able to actually shove the bolt through. So I'm gonna try a little harder this time. I'm hoping if I can get a pry bar up there and smack it, I'll be able to dislodge it and get that out. Without that shift carrier in place, you have a lot more room to basically get at this bolt. So U-joints and all that kind of stuff. This kind of hurt. This one's really not that bad. Starter bolt's pretty easy, but it just gives you a lot more room to work. So that's what I'm gonna try next. I practice on this thing though, and it's nice to have one out of a car, just sitting here, willing, ready. Lovely, lovely, lovely. It is out. I did try to pound this silly little pin out of the top of that shifter thing, and it is basically impossible. So I ended up breaking this, which kind of sucks, but whatever. I ended up unbolting this, hammering the bolt out, and I was able to tilt this down enough. And honestly, once you've got this tilted down, you really don't need anything else. You can get much better clearance. I just used my long extensions and a small swivel socket on the end, or swivel extension rather. Don't know if I have an example of that, but my 36 inch, my 24 inch, and then I use a 1 inch with a wobble on the end of it. But anyway, SMG's out. I'm going to lift this thing off the trans hoist, and then I'm going to actually set the car down, put the engine bar on it, because the engine tilted way far forward. Oops, I've done this so many times and I still forget about that. Then I'm gonna pull the clutch off, put the new clutch kit on. And I'm actually gonna probably wait until I've helped to lift the new trans back up here, so I may move on to pedals, lines, and kind of shifter interior stuff before I call it a night. But yeah, the SMG's out, so that's pretty nifty. I think I'm gonna stop doing these swaps pretty soon. Pulling these transmissions out really isn't all that much fun. So I don't know. It should be fine. Anyway, that's what I'm doing next. Gross. Whee! That might be the nicest flywheel I have ever seen. This car has never ever been driven hard. Holy cow! All right. Yeah. Next is drop her back down, rip all the SMG pump garbage out, and then I'll start taking out things like the gear position sensor that I'm not going to use and get these lines out of here. The only plug I am retaining, shoot, this one, that one, sorry, that one, reverse lights, keeping that one. SMG pump, gone. Got a good one from the last swap and a bad one from this swap. I'm just gonna lift it back up and throw the clutch on it, and maybe I'll dig out the hole saw and make the hole for the shifter. If I have motivation, I am realizing I forgot the rear shifter mount provision, so I'm gonna have to order that too. That one's a secret. I'm not telling you where that one comes from. But yeah, clutch kit next. Oh, new clutch is in. And I think that's probably as far as I go tonight. Kind of pooped. It's like 90 degrees and a sea of humidity in here. So that all went pretty well. Next time I'm out here, it's going to be pedals and lines, shifter stuff, which I have to order right now, and slap the new trans in, kind of button everything back together, and then probably a really quick day 4 will be coating. But next time I'm out here working on it, it should be running by the end of the night. So knock on wood. But it's hard to find time to get down here and actually work on this stuff. So, stay tuned.